Michael Bugalski with Moberly Area Economic Development Corporation. I've been president now since early 2019 and have been with the organization over 3 years. We've had many different reports with GSG, primarily in the labor services and labor analytics side. We have done labor demand reporting, labor supply reporting, and labor commuting. We've also done hotel feasibility studies, as well as a retail market study. Well, all of our labor reports have been useful to us, both with our existing employers, but potential employers as well. And what we've found is all of these reports have something unique to offer both new and existing businesses. In our labor commuting report, what that shows is the distance that people are willing to travel for jobs and opportunities. How far are they driving today? How far are they willing to drive if the right job comes along? In the labor supply report, what we're actually surveying there is the actual employees themselves, those currently with jobs, those currently without jobs. What opportunities are they looking for that would make them choose a different job? And if they're unemployed, what opportunities are they looking for? As part of that, that includes preferences of the employees. What types of employee benefits are they looking for? What types of wages are they looking for? And this is invaluable to our employers. And then on the labor demand report, and this is the report we're currently doing with GSG this year, we are looking at the employers and saying, what are the skills that you see in the workforce that are valuable to you? What do you see on the horizon that you're going to need? Is the current labor market providing those skills for you? And what can we do to provide those employees? Absolutely, our labor reports have a really broad application to a lot of different people. It's not just businesses, but educational, as you mentioned, are interested, but also our communities. Our communities are interested in who's out in the labor force, because as we look at recruiting businesses and working with the businesses, we need to know where our labor force is today so that we can be prepared for the challenges tomorrow. Labor and workforce are the number one issue. They've been that way for as long as economic development has been a profession, and it'll continue to be that way in the future. Without workforce, there is no project. Every project has to align itself with the workforce needed for the business. GSG has always been great for us in finding new ways to present our data. So we have the full reports, and those are quite lengthy, and not everybody's up to reading those. They've worked with us to create one-page reports. They've also worked with us to create videos, because a lot of people prefer to consume content that way. So one thing we've always been very pleased with GSG is its innovation in trying to provide new ways for us to present our information. So we have worked with GSG on two very important things recently. One, they have done hotel feasibility studies for some time, but we've had recent updates to those. As our markets change, we recognize the need for hotels and the significant shortage we have. And what GSG has allowed us to do is take an independent third-party look. And so instead of it's just being me walking out and telling hoteliers, hey, we need a hotel here, GSG goes and does that for us. And that carries more weight with them because it's an independent third party. So what these reports do is they really assess the existing hotels and assesses where people are staying today, whether that be in the market or outside the market. What services in those hotels are they looking for, as well as local interviews with people in administration and important executives in the community, asking them where their employees are staying. So this hotel feasibility study really allows for us to present our case to hotel developers about the need here in Moberly. In addition to that, and the other study that was just recently completed was our retail market study. So what this study did was it's actually a survey of the local community about what concepts they're supporting and where they're going elsewhere for their shopping dollars. So are they shopping in Moberly for these services? Are they shopping in another community for other services? And what would it take for them to spend those dollars they're spending outside of the community right here in Moberly? We get referral calls quite regularly, and one thing I'm always careful to tell other communities is to make sure you're comparing apples to apples. Not every contractor is going to be price competitive on paper, but you actually have to look at the services they're providing. And for the services GSG is providing, I've always found them to be very price competitive. They are providing services that some contractors don't always bake into their prices. Usually there's a small fee, and then what you really want is extra. One thing I've always appreciated about GSG is its transparency and what it's charging and what you're getting for that dollar, which, like I said before, I've always found to be very competitive. GSG has always been a model contractor for us. They've been very responsive and very supportive. And one thing that I really enjoy is they have services they offer, but they're always willing to customize. They are willing to work with you to create the report that you really need to tell, because every community is different. No two communities have exactly the same story to tell, and GSG helps us tell that story.